Alright, Japan GM mode fans, what's going on, and welcome back to our Japan GM mode. So this is the video. This is the video that we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do some stuff and some things. We're gonna do something that we should have done a long time ago, and I want to bring up a comment that says, xTech, your GM skills pain me. Oh no. He says, you have 3 second lines. You don't have a single forward above 86. Stop being afraid to package together players. Why don't you trade away Domi, Draisaitl, and a shit ton of picks / prospects for a stud up front? Also, OEL has a lot of value and he's gradually aging. Keep that in mind, man. Okay, so I want to not apologize, but kind of explain myself here as to why I didn't want to just go trade a whole bunch of our prospects or a whole bunch of our players for top line guys. Because I want to build our drafted players. I want to build players like Veleno. I want to draft smart. I want to trade smart. I just want to build a team. I don't want to trade for a team. I want to build a team. And I think it's getting to be the point where it's almost too late. I'm not a fan of just waiting. I don't want to wait anymore. I've waited on Veleno. God, I really don't want to trade this guy, but I think we might have to. I'm kind of just done waiting, and I'm going to explain that in a few minutes here. But this guy says there's no way you're going to be able to win the cup without a true first-line forward. Until you realize that, you're going to be stuck as a middle playoff team. And I know. I agree with everything. I 100% agree with you. So I've done some pre-scouting on a rent-a-player, and 2, a player that we can use for the future. He's still 87 overall. He might be 88 overall, but he could be our top line winger. And the other guy I'm talking about, he's an aging player, an aging superstar. He is 85 or 86 overall. He'll be simply a rent-a-player. If we're gonna go all in this year, I want to spend as much as I can and go all in. We gotta fix the holes that are in our team right now. And Veleno is a giant trade piece. This guy still has trade value. All right, we've waited. Trust me, we have waited with Veleno. I have had my patience with this kid. Now, he's a +9. He's got 9 points in 26 games. It's not bad. It's really not. But for a first overall pick, I'm kind of done waiting. There's a lot of people who wanted me to hang on to Veleno, and I still might. I still may hang on to him, but I want to make a trade go through. Now that I'm looking at Veleno, I wouldn't mind hanging on to him, maybe giving him the chance to prove himself, right? Giving him the shot to say, you know what, buddy, I can do this. You drafted me first overall. I'm not going to be a bust. But if he is a bust and we do hang on to him and he only gets to 84 or like 85 overall, we're going to be screwed. Like you can see here, Veleno, his trade value is decent. It's not great. It's decent. It's just under half. I mean, quite a bit under half, actually. But it's still a decent amount of trade value for a medium elite 22-year-old. You can see all of his stats are going way up. All right, so do we hang on to him or do we trade him? Because the player that I want to get, I'm gonna spill the beans right now. He is from Winnipeg, and his name is Patrik Laine. Now you're gonna think, whoa, they'd never trade Laine. Well, they actually might, because they have a ton of wingers as it is. They have Nikolai Ehlers, they have Jeff Skinner, they have Kyle Connor, Nick Patan. They have a bunch of pretty good wingers. Now they don't really want to play Skinner or Laine on the second line, and that's probably what's happening. So I really wouldn't mind stealing Patrik Laine out of Winnipeg. They already have Nikolai Ehlers, who's a right winger, so we could give Patrik Laine official right wing time. He's only 24 years old, listed as a two-way forward. I'm definitely going to change that over to a sniper if we can end up trading for him, because there's no way he's not a sniper. He's got 6 goals, 15 helpers, he's a +6. So that's great, all right? His trade value is pretty decent. It's not bad at all. The other player I was looking at for a potential winger was Nikita Kucherov, and I would like to go after Kucherov for a few reasons, and a few reasons more is because A, he is in the Eastern Conference, so if we do trade Veleno, we never have to see him if he does turn out to be awesome, and he's a better player right now, 88 overall, 4 goals, 12 assists, and maybe the points aren't there that Patrik Laine has, but he's a higher overall, his stats are better. He is 29 though, so he's a little bit older, and he's more expensive. Now if you think I just looked at Patrik Laine and he was the first player that I saw and I'm like, yep, we're gonna go for him. No, I literally just spent like probably 45 minutes going through every single team, dissecting who would be good, who would be bad, could we trade for this player, could we not trade for this player, and there's really not a lot out there. Like, there's a few good wingers out there like Wayne Simmons, but he's only 86 overall. Voracek's 33 years old. I don't really want to trade for that. There's a lot of players, but really there's no one that fits the bill quite perfectly like Patrik Laine does. Yeah, there's Brock Nelson, there's a few players out there, but no one really makes sense to me aside from Patrik Laine. Again, there's Taylor Hall, but his trade value is through the roof. There's no way we're going to be able to get him unless we give Veleno and a ton, which I really don't want to do. So Patrik Laine is obtainable. Nino Niederreiter, he's just another 86 overall guy. We don't want that. We have a team full of 86. There's no reason for us to go out and get another 86 overall player. There's absolutely no reason for it. I think Edmonton had a player I was looking at. No, they didn't. Never mind. Bunch of 86s. There was a few other ones who were like 86, 87, but the only 88 pluses were a few players here. Alex Nylander was another player that I really tried to get. I tried to make this trade happen like you would not believe. I offered him Veleno, Draisaitl, a first, a second, and another prospect, and they still said no. So I think it's too far gone. I'm not going to go after Alex Nylander. I think honestly the best fit here is going to be Patrik Laine. He's only 87 overall. He's 24 years old. His trade value is pretty decent. It's pretty high up there, but I think we could get him without trading Joe Veleno. It may be hard, but I think we can do it. Also, I want to say in the last video, I saw a flag that was in the draft, and it was the Chinese flag. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew it was a Chinese flag. I know what it looks like. I screwed up. I had a brain fart. I apologize. It's the Chinese flag. That Robert Ho guy was from China, but Russ Fukufuji, he's the half Japanese, half Canadian, distant cousin of Yakamura Fukufuji, the only ever Japanese player to be drafted in the NHL. He was our goaltender in year number 1, so distant cousin or maybe his kid, I don't know. But we traded for him yesterday. We ended up trading Noah Hanifin for him. So let's think about how we can make this trade go through. I'm thinking we trade Max Domi, we give them a first round pick on top of Max Domi, and we give them Leon Draisaitl, okay? So you give them 2 centers, which they don't really have. I'll end up showing you the centers. I think they have Mark Scheifele, and that's about it. So they could really use a guy. Yeah, you see here 89 overall and then really nobody else. So they could really use a player like Leon Draisaitl, and Max Domi can be that official second line winger that they're definitely missing because they have Jeff Skinner and Patrik Laine, so they're kind of in like a weird spot. If I give them Draisaitl as well, that trade may go through as it is, and then we can hold on to Joe Veleno. That kind of screws up my plan a little bit, but that wouldn't go through because Winnipeg would be over the cap. Okay, well, we can fix this. We could fix this. Do they have any players that are making a bit of money that maybe we could steal? Maybe get our 4th line? Maybe get another player for like our 4th line? Anyone who doesn't have a ton of trade value is making like $2 million bucks. Artemi and Nisimov, he's got 1 year left at 1.6. Sure, I wouldn't mind picking up some cap. Okay, that should probably go through. Honestly, that should really go through. Like, I should even try it without that. Just Max Domi and a first. That probably won't go through. Yeah, obviously trade rejected. So I think if I throw in Leon Draisaitl and I get back Anisimov, maybe I could squeeze a pick as well. I wouldn't mind getting a 3rd. That'd be kind of cool. If it can happen. I'm not going to push it because this is already kind of a lopsided trade, but it has to happen. I'm done waiting. I'm absolutely done waiting. He's a left winger or a right winger? Where is he? Where are you? Where are you? He's a centerman? Nisimov's a center? Yeah, I guess he is. Okay, there you go. So this could go through as it is. You know what? I don't think I'm going to get anything more. I'll try for a 3rd. I don't think it's going to happen. Might as well try. There's no harm in just trying. Yeah, I don't think that'll go through. We could try it, though. I don't think it will, but Patrick Laine, are you coming to Japan? Are you going to be a member of this team that has a legitimate shot at winning a Stanley Cup? We are a contender, and we could really use an elite player like Patrick Laine. Will this trade go through? Trade rejected. No. Okay, so let's see what it's like without the third. Will this go through? Trade rejected. Wow, too far off. Okay, so we may have to add a third. Now, I have a third from way down here from 2027, so a few years down the road. If we add a third and a first, will that go through? I think it should. The trade value is pretty lopsided here. Plus, we are taking on some cap with Anisimov, so that should go through. Let's try it. Trade rejected. Wow, they don't want anything to do with this. Okay, how about I take 500k of cap, all right? I'll take Leon Draisaitl. I'll take 500k off, so you have him for 3.5 for the next 2 years, or I guess for the remaining of this year and for all of next year. Will this go through? Trade rejected. Wow, see, this is, it's hard to make trades. Like, I thought I could get Alex Nylander easy. I thought it would be no worries, but it is difficult. It is not easy at all. How about I take out the third and give you a second for next year? I'm already giving you a first and a second and Draisaitl and Domi. All right, so this is a big deal here. So will this trade go through? I hope so. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Laine, are you coming to Japan? Trade rejected. Oh my God. See what I'm saying? It's really, really not an easy task. What if I threw in the third as well? That's a lot to pay, man. This is probably going to be my final offer here. I think Veleno's probably going to have to be involved. Domi, Draisaitl, a first, a second, and a third. Will that go through? Patrick Laine, trade rejected. See what I'm saying? It is not easy. It is not easy at all. So, you know what? I think that... I think it's going to have to happen. I think trading Domi, Veleno, and a first, maybe? That's a lot to pay. But you know what? I don't see anything that tells me that Joe Veleno is going to be an elite player in the NHL. I don't see it. I really don't, and I think that I think it's okay that we get rid of him. He finally made the team. He's not struggling, but I think it's just time. I think it's time to move on. Or I'm trying to justify this because what if we hang on to him and he gets really good? What if, you know? What if? There's always that big what if. Just trying one more thing here. What if I give them this Gov guy who is a low starter playing in the CHL? We kind of replaced him with Flynn, so I don't mind getting rid of Gov. What about if we add Gov in there and I make this second a third? So we give Domi, Draisaitl a first, Gov, and a third, pretty much straight up for Patrick Laine. And if you think this is an overpayment, you're probably right, but there's no way I could possibly make any other trade go through. I could offer this exact same trade for Alex Nylander, and they would say no. I could offer the exact same thing for Nikita Kucherov, and they would say no. The trade value is definitely in their favor. They get Anisimov off the books, they get rid of Laine, but they get Domi, Draisaitl, a first, Gov, and a third. Will this go through? Trade rejected. You see what I'm saying? It is so hard to make this go through without Joe Veleno. It's so hard. You know, a part of me really doesn't want to trade Joe Veleno, but we really need that top guy. I can't make this trade go through any other way. Like, honestly, I can show you. We can go to who has like the similar trade value. I guess Tampa Bay kind of does with Nikita Kucherov. So if I try to make that exact same deal go through, it won't happen. This exact same deal, Draisaitl, Gov, a first, and Domi for Kucherov, they're gonna say no. Trade rejected. Even though the trade value is very much in their favor, they're going to say no. This is not an easy task. I think people think that I'm not wanting to make trades, but no, that's not the case at all. I would love to make some deals, trust me. I would love to get Alex Nylander too. Look at the trade value. This is completely in their favor. Alex Nylander would be awesome for our team. Draisaitl, Gov, a first, and Domi, they're still gonna say no. Trade rejected. So it's not like I'm not trying. Trust me, I'm really trying to make trades go through without giving up Joe Veleno. Like, what if I add a defensive prospect? So this Gagne kid, all right? Gagne is a guy who who was a high draft pick, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, first round, 18th overall. He's a good offensive defenseman, going to be a good top 4 guy. But we have players like Bork, Kurvinen, we have McGinnis. We really don't need Gagne. So that's a pretty big chunk of trade value there, okay? Alex Nylander, this would just be perfect, okay? Look at the freaking trade value. It is so far in their favor. It's ridiculous. So if we get Nylander and give me like a crap player, give me someone here. I guess it really doesn't matter. Give me this Abdul's guy, who's actually a Canucks prospect, but give me Nylander and Abdul. This trade actually might go through. With the addition of Gagne, this trade may go through. Plus, we get a lot of cap off the book. So, will this go through? Alex Nylander, are you going to be the face of our offense? 88 overall. Believe you're a sniper or a playmaker. Regardless, you score goals. He's a two-way forward, but he scores goals, okay? He's got 11 goals this year, 13 helpers, coming off of a Stanley Cup. Had 66 points last year, 20 goals, 46 assists for 66 points. Would you rather Nylander or would you rather Patrick Laine? He's probably a better scorer. He's 24 years old. He is only 87 overall, 6 goals, 15 helpers. Okay, look at the trade value, man. Look at it. We got Gov, Gagne, Domi, a first, and Draisaitl for Patrick Laine. I'm going to see if I can get away with it without Gov, and if I can't, I'm going to have to throw Gov in there. Laine, are you coming to Japan? The answer is no. Well, not yet. Anyways, I'll throw in Gov, and if that doesn't go through, I'll throw in a second. Like, I don't see how that's more than Gov. This trade should probably go through. Patrick Laine, welcome to Japan. Are you kidding me? You've got to be fucking joking me. What am I doing wrong here? Do you want me to take some cap back? I'll take $1 million, okay? I'll take $1 million off of Leon Draisaitl. I'll take $500K off of Max Domi. I'm giving you $1.5 million off, okay? I'm giving you such a good deal here. Come on, Kevin Cheveldayoff. Don't be a dickhead. Patrick Laine, are you coming to Japan? Trade rejected. I don't know what to do. Like, what about if I switched out Gov with Bork? Like, will that go through? That's 2 offensive defensive prospects. It's not much more than Gov. Maybe they want Bork. I can see that he's green, so they do want him. They want Draisaitl, they want Gagne, they want Bork. Will this trade go through? Trade accepted! Thank God! Oh my God, Patrick Laine, welcome to Japan. Holy shit. Oh my God, that was frustrating, but it's okay. We are a better team as of right now. We got our boy Patrick Laine, but we're not done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not done yet. We're moving over to Pittsburgh here, and we are going to get a rent-a-player. No, it's not Crosby. It is going to be Evgeni Malkin. So he's 85 overall, 36 years old. Trust me, I've pre-scouted this like crazy. He has 10 goals, 12 assists. He's going to retire after this year. There's no question about it. Why not bring him for one last hoorah at the Stanley Cup? I don't want to get Crosby because Crosby has to retire as a Pittsburgh Penguin. It's stupid to trade for Crosby. It's dumb. So as for Evgeni Malkin, I don't mind giving up a few prospects here. Originally, I was going to give them that Gagne guy. Turns out we had to throw Gagne in for that trade. Now, we kept Joe Veleno. That's a big piece, okay? Keeping Joe Veleno was a big piece. I was not expecting to keep him. I had him being traded, okay? Something inside of me says keep him, so you know what? We're going to keep him. I may just give a pick and maybe some low-level prospect. Do we have a second? Do we trade away the second? No, we still have our second round pick. So if we give him a second and like a mid-level prospect, I'm sure this trade will go through. How about a second and Gov? That'll definitely go through. I might as well make it a third and Gov because I know this trade will go through as is. Yeah, that's way too much. I'll make it a third and Gov, and that will for sure go through. Evgeni Malkin is definitely going to help us out. He's probably going to play on the first line or the second line, and then we're going to give... I have this master plan, trust me. I've had this all scouted out, but now that we keep Joe Veleno, kind of throws a wrench into what I want to do. Let's go ahead, give him a draft pick, give him a third from, I think it's Give him a third from, I think it's 2027 or 2026. No, there it is, 2027. So Gov and a third round pick for Geno Malkin, $6.9 million left. Going to give him one last shot at a Stanley Cup. Will this trade go through? And it is. There you go. They're pretty happy about this trade. I think the Pittsburgh fans will think we came out ahead here. So they get a potential starting goalie and they get a third round pick and we get Evgeni Malkin. So you traded for the future and you traded for right now. I'll show you guys the lines here. We're going to sim to the next game. But keeping Veleno, again, kind of throws a wrench into what I wanted to do. It wasn't what I had planned. Now I think it may screw up our lines, but I'm going to figure this out here. We're actually going to go ahead and throw Anisimov on waivers here. If he gets claimed, great. Doesn't look like he did. So we're going to go ahead and figure out the lines here. So I am going to play Joe Veleno, although it's going to be on the fourth line. I'm probably going to play him alongside Cizikas and Lance Boma. So you know what? You guys may actually get 2 GM modes today because this video is going to be pretty long as it is. We're already at over half an hour. Holy shit. Okay, you guys are definitely going to get 2 GM modes today. So this is going to be a double GM mode week for you guys. Oh my god, you're going to get 8 GM videos this week. Holy shit. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. I want to scratch Gagne. Unfortunately, although that hurts me so badly to scratch a guy like that, but we're going to put Joe Veleno on the fourth line. Something made me not trade him. It would have been way easier for me just to trade him, honestly. It would have been awesome. I wish I could have. But something inside of me said hang on to him because, you know, you're going to look really stupid if it turns out that he gets really good and you're going to look dumb. So I think maybe playing him on the right wing is going to hurt his development, so it's only for our fourth line. Cizikas can play on the wing. It's going to look like this. We got Pierlini, Malkin, Laine, okay? I am going to change him over to a sniper, though. We got Gunnarsson, Strome, and Zach Sanford. Zach Sanford's having a great year this year, 13 goals, playing alongside of Strome. They seem to have some chemistry, so I'm going to keep those two together. Plus, we put Gunnarsson on there. I like that a lot. He's having a great start. We got McIntyre, Esposito, Petrell, Boma, Veleno, and Casey Cizikas. Defense, nothing changed there. Kurvinen and McGinnis, and then D'Angelo Hamilton and the Swedish connection. And in the cage, nothing changed either. Oleg and Anthony Stolars. So as of right now, Sam Gagne is going to be here for moral support. He's going to be on the bench. Evgeni Malkin is our new first line, I guess, quote unquote, first liner. For the time being, he's going to retire at the end of this year. So let's go ahead, give him one more hoorah at a Stanley Cup. Patrick Laine is a member of our team. That's beautiful. We actually, you know what? We're going to get a couple of games of simulation done. I'm actually going to go ahead and change Patrick Laine over to a sniper, and then maybe I'll get a couple of games done. Man, Laine looks fresh in these jerseys, man. Oh, he looks real good. Look at that. 29, Patrick Laine with the flow. He's actually got my number 29. That's the number that I wore throughout my entire hockey career. So we're first in our division, and we got a couple of games here. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna get 5 games done. I'm gonna slow sim the game against Vancouver. Game number 1 as our new look team with Malkin, with Laine, and do we win against Dallas? Ooh, lose 4-1. They had an awful record. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, so Vancouver is hot on our tail. Let's go ahead here and see if we can get a big victory. Period number 1, 0-0. Period number 2, 0-0. Period number 3, 1-1. Okay, Timothy Liljegren and Olli Julevi. We got a Swede and a Finn both scoring there. A couple of defensemen. Let's go overtime. Shootout. There's the big victory. OEL. All 3 goals were scored by European defensemen. That's kind of funny how that worked out. So 1-1 now after our new trades. I'm only going to do a few games here, and then in the next episode, probably just going to get a ton of simulation done, headed towards the postseason. So let's go ahead here. 5-0 loss. Ooh. What's going on, boys? Come on, turn it around here. What's the deal? 3-2 loss? Okay. You're making me a bit nervous here. Making me a little bit nervous. Up against the Blues, who are 28-2, so they have a really good record. Let's go here. Period number 1, 0-0. Period number 2, okay, 1-1. Timothy Liljegren again, and Jaden Schwartz, third period. Oh man, going into overtime, going into a shootout, and again we win in the shootout. Patrick Laine. So we get 2 shootout wins, a shootout loss, and then we got spanked 5-0. A very interesting couple of games here. Very, very interesting. You know what? Just for fun, we'll go to the end of this month. You know what? Why not? Let's go for the end of this month. I may actually not do 2 videos today and give you guys one really big long one. So I'm sorry if I got you all hyped up about maybe potentially getting 2 videos today. We'll just give one big GM mode today. 2-0 loss. Come on, guys, you're making me look really stupid here. What's going on? What's the deal? There you go, another shootout win. The only wins we can get are in the shootout. What's going on? We had a great month last month, and then we made some trades. I thought they were for the better, but we're slowing down here. Come on, guys, let's turn it around here. Let's turn things around. We got big points here up against Anaheim and LA. Another loss. 20. Oh my God, what is happening right now? I look stupid right now. San Jose, there you go. We finally beat the Sharks. Let's go out on a winning note here, guys. Up against the Hawks, who are 18-12, should be a victory. 3-2, there you go. And up against the Canucks, 3-1 loss. That hurts. Canucks have a really good record this year. Canucks are killing it. How long are we going here? You know, this could be a really long video. I want to get one more month done, though. I may change up the lines a little bit. We'll do some line changes and then get one more month done and kind of figure out what we're going to do here. So let's go. First period up against the Anaheim Ducks. There you go. 2-0 Lance Boma and Anthony D'Angelo. Period number 2. 4-0 Patrick Laine and Brandon Pierlini. 4 goals on 17 shots. Wow, Scott Darling, buddy, that's not very good. Period number 3. Okay, they get 2 goals. They break the shutout, but 4-2. That's ending it on a good note. We've won 2 of our last 3, so that's a positive going into the next month. So, sorry, we've won 3 of our last 4. So we're definitely looking a little bit better. 23, 12, and 4. I think we dropped a bit in the standings because that really wasn't that great of a month. I'm gonna get probably one more month done. Yeah, we'll get all of January done. Then in the next video, I'll do February, March, April, and then do a little season wrap up here. So I think we got to make a few line changes. Let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, we definitely dropped, but not by much. Okay, so Vancouver's killing it. They have 58 points. If they win a Stanley Cup before we do, I'll be upset, okay? I will not be a happy GM. I will be pretty pissed off. We've been neck and neck this entire GM mode, and they look like they've been tearing it up. So Evgeni Malkin leading the way in points with 32 in how many games? 32 points in 35 games. That's pretty good. Patrick Laine right behind him. Timothy Liljegren kind of slowed down. Pierlini slowed down. Strome slowed down. Everyone had a hot start, and then everyone kind of slowed down. Gunnarsson hasn't had a goal yet since being moved up to the second line. That's a bit concerning. Who else do we got here? Petrell. I can maybe move a few people up. McIntyre's only got 2 goals, but he's playing pretty much just third line minutes. Veleno's got 12 points. He's still a +9. That's not bad. Still only 80 overall. Okay, so Gunnarsson's struggling a bit. Only 3 goals. Yeah, we're definitely struggling to score goals. Hopefully Patrick Laine can produce a little bit here. I think he had 21 points since coming to our team. So was that right, or 21, or he had close to 20 points. So only 28 points. That's really not that great. Let's go into goalies here. I'm gonna make a line change. I'm gonna change a few things up. Oleg is still 86 overall, and he's 21-12. So you know what? I think we had a hot start. We could afford to lose a few games there in that month. Let's just not make it a continuous thing. Let's just go ahead and stop that before it gets too crazy. So, like I said, we'll get one more month done. Hopefully, we'll get past the LA Kings a little bit. They're tied with 50 points with us. So, let's see what we can do here. Let's move Gino down. Let's move Sanford up. What can we do? What can we do here? Let's go ahead and let's go Pierlini and Strome. I think they played pretty well together. Let's go Pierlini, Strome. I think that's what we should do. We'll go Laine, Strome, Pierlini, and then we'll go Sanford, Malkin, Gunnarsson, McIntyre, Esposito, Petrell, Boma, Veleno, Cizikas. Let's try that. Defensively, we're not going to touch. They're both 91, so Timothy Liljegren went up. Special teams, are we going to touch it? I think it looks just fine. Gunnarsson, Sanford, Strome. Let's move Liljegren up. Let's put Patrick Laine on the point. He's got that really hard shot. Actually, not even. In real life, he has a crazy shot, but not really in the GM mode, unfortunately. Let's just continue with what we're doing there. Let's split up the Swedish connection a little bit. Let's put Hamilton up there. Just change it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw Sanford up to the first line power play unit. Just change things up a little bit. Strome, Gunnarsson. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's get one more quick month done, and then that's going to be the end of this video. So I thought I'd just do two, but might as well just do one big video, because tomorrow's the trade deadline, and I'm going to be super busy all day making trade breakers, so might as well just get one big GM mode out to you guys. Again, one more month of simulation done. We'll slow sim the game against LA, and we have no games against Winnipeg or anything like that. We shut out 1-0 against the Hawks. That sucks. We got a home and home here against the Sharks. We've been able to beat the Sharks all year, and we take 2 of a possible 4 points. Unfortunately, we drop 1 there against the Sharks, and a big 4-2 win. This is going to be a big game for us here up against the LA Kings. This game means a lot. Let's go. Big 2 points on the line, first period. There you go, Evgeni Malkin on Jonathan Quick. Period number 2. Oh, they storm right back with 3 goals. Connolly, Kemp, and Mersch, is that how you pronounce his name? Third period. Wow. Did I make a wrong move? Did I screw up on those trades? Did I do that? Did I make a wrong move? You guys can let me know. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. It's too early to judge, but from what I see from the first month and a half here, we're struggling. Another loss against Carolina. Come on, another loss against against the Calgary Flames. And just like that, our record kind of went to shit. Oh boy. Let's go first period against Buffalo. Let's see what Alex Nylander's going to do to us. Period number 1, and he gets a goal, but Gunnarsson scores, so that's nice. Nylander, man, I tried to get you. I tried everything, trust me. Period number 2, nothing happened in the second period. Moving on to the third, there you go, Petrell and Dougie Hamilton. Big points, big 2 points. All the points matter right now, especially since we've been sucking lately. I'd love to go on a 5 or 6 game winning streak. That would be awesome. That would seriously turn this whole thing around. Let's win at least 3 of our next 5 games, okay? That would make me happy. Anything aside from that, I'm gonna worry about here. So we started off right, 1 win against the Wild, win against Calgary, big divisional opponent. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Win against Fukufuji's old team. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. 3-4 in a row. Okay, we've maybe we found our click here. Sorry, 5 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I said I wanted to go on a streak, and we kind of did just that. 30, 17, and 4 definitely looks better than whatever it was. 24, 7, and 4. So let's go here. First period up against Florida, see if we can keep the streak alive. 1-0, Joe Veleno, there you go, baby. 4th liner getting it done, proving that he's not a bust. Not a bust, Veleno. Period number 2. Okay, 3-1, there you go, Pierlini and Zach Sanford. Can we hold on to the lead? 6-2, OEL, McIntyre, and Gino, and that is 6 wins in a row. 6 in a row, guys, there you go. Just turn it around just like that. You know what, we're gonna go till we lose. Fuck it, we're gonna go till we lose. We're on a streak here. Let's make this an epic GM mode. See if we can keep the streak alive. That's 6 in a row, 31, 17, and 4. I want you guys to go back and tell me how many points Laine had from when we traded for him and until the end of this video. So that's another win against the Dallas Stars. Carolina beat us last month. Can we get a victory up against Carolina? They have a really good record, shootout loss. I mean, we still got the extra points. Technically, it was a loss, though. Let's go until a regular loss. So there it is, unfortunately, against the New Jersey Devils, but then we win against the New York Rangers. So 33, 18, and 5. I think we should surpass the LA Kings. Let's see here. We may pass them. Yeah, so we have passed them. That's nice, and we are gaining on the Vancouver Canucks. So that's nice to see. The bottom teams now finally in the 1 and 2 position. The teams that suck sucked for 6 years. All those draft picks are finally paying off. We have 71 points, and we're a little over halfway done the regular season. Look at our offense, 94 for offense. That's wicked. That is just awesome. Gino still leading the way with 47 points in 56 games. I'll take that. I'll take it, buddy. Sorry, 47 points in 52 games. Damn, he's ripping it up. Patrick Laine, he stepped it up, 44 points in 54. Pierlini's got 39, only 10 goals though. OEL has 14. Strome's got 16. Sanford's got 18. That's nice to see. Gunnarsson's got 7. Petrell's got 5, 17 points. Yeah, I mean, things could be going a lot better, but 8 goals, 7 helpers for Joe Veleno. 6 goals, 6 helpers for McIntyre. Look at Esposito though, only 11 points. What is the deal? I have him between 2 really quality wingers in Petrell and McIntyre. I gave him a sniper who's a pure sniper. I guess guy's made to score goals. And Esposito loves the assists. I don't know, man. That third line is straight up struggling. I'm really not a fan of Petrell, though. He's a decent player. I mean, 23 years old. He's a big power forward. I like him as a player, but his stats, they seem to be so much better than what he's producing. His skating category is sick. His shooting category is better than Patrick Laine's. His puck skills is great. I don't know, man. Maybe he just can't put it all together. I'm not sure what the deal is there. But Gunnarsson, Sanford, Strome, our big guys are producing, which is nice to see. Let's go ahead and have a look at our goaltenders. How's everyone doing? How's Oleg doing? 5 shutouts, still 86 overall, 29, 16, and 3, where Stolarz is 4 and 2. So now if you guys could go back and tell me how many points they've had since coming to our team. See what I mean, though? The guys that we traded for are now 1 and 2 in scoring. There's no way that Draisaitl and Domi would ever be 1-2 in scoring on our teams. There's no way that Draisaitl and Domi would be 1 and 2 in scoring. So you know what? I like the deal that we made. I'm happy that we did it. Let's just go ahead and see how these guys are doing here. Domi's got 35 and Draisaitl's got 32. So it looks like they're pretty happy there in Winnipeg, and I wish those guys the best. And there is everyone right now. Nikita Kucherov, I would have loved to have you, buddy. I tried to trade for you, but it wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. I tried, trust me, I fucking tried. I tried so hard. Also tried to get Alex Nylander. Again, you guys saw how hard I tried. Didn't work out. So thank you so much for watching. This one was a long one. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we're going to continue with GM week, get the regular season done, and head off into the playoffs. I'll see you guys then.